Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Zero Tolerance TV. ZT here. Game 3. SKT against Hanbit Soft. So BoxeR's up 2-0 right now. He beat a Zerg. I can't remember the name. It's been a couple days. What was the Zerg player? Stay. He beat Stay. And then took down Control in map 2 in a TVT, and we will get another TVT. This time, I'm trying to remember the name of the player. Sunny, that's right. So, yeah, I don't know anything about him, but yeah, we're gonna find out, I suppose. He's gonna have to pull something pretty special out if he wants to beat BoxeR. As we saw that last game, BoxeR has some pretty good macro, as well as just knows what the fuck he's doing. And you never know if he's just gonna, like, drop a bunch of vultures in your base or something. Or, like, against Nalra, maybe he'll lay some mines outside your base and then get vision with his vultures and pull mines up your ramp to kill your dragoons. That was a pretty sick move. He did end up losing that game, but yeah, still a sick move. So BoxeR is going to be yellow, which is who we're looking at right now. And then, yeah, down here, Sunny is orange. I wish they were just red and blue, but is what it is. It's only a problem for mirrors, but yeah, when we do have a mirror, I definitely make sure I know who is who ahead of time, or I try to. Did have a problem with, I can't remember what game it was in the last series, but I did mess it up, I think. I don't know. That or one of the players conceded at a point where I thought they were, like, really far ahead, which doesn't make too much sense. Although, I've been playing chess lately, and sometimes your opponent will concede when it really doesn't make any sense to either. So, is what it is, I guess. I would think in a pro tournament, that's probably a lot less likely to happen. Especially when you're not at like 800 elo like me. But is what it is. So BoxeR had his depot right under his CC. And man, I keep forgetting his name. Sunny put his CC, or depot behind his minerals. The only real difference is like having the depot right under your command center is kind of annoying, but it's like technically more efficient. So slight economic advantage for BoxeR. Probably not too much worth noting, although he did get his gas, a few seconds earlier there, so perhaps the depot close to your base is what's good. I think this is a 4-player map, so either BoxeR is just guessed right and is going to be scouting in the right direction first with his barracks here, or maybe he's going to float to the low ground and make some marines or something. Let's see what the plan is. We do see BoxeR's scout is quite a bit later than Sunny's. I think it looks like BoxeR's figured out that Sunny is to his south, the bottom right. Never mind. BoxeR's SCV turns around just so that I can look like a dumbass. And Bella is back, of course. Hello, Bella. How are you? Would you like to say hi? Here. Say hi. No? No? Of course. This is how it goes with cats. They're howling, and then as soon as you want them to, they're quiet. Back to this game, though. Looks like a factory's been started for BoxeR. Wow. Usually she hates getting picked up, but now she's like kind of into it. Weird. And I assume a factory as well for Sunny. And is that a second factory there, or just a depot that was getting built a little bit above the minerals? I think it's got to be a depot. Probably not enough gas to be building a second factory. BoxeR's barracks is going to scout decently ahead of Sunny's, which is good because he did not actually get to Sunny's base with his SCV. So I don't think he has any information. I imagine that there is a factory. So 2-fac for BoxeR, and I think that's probably a factory here for Sunny as well. It's just built in a factory place. That one idle SCV next to it is kind of driving me nuts. Okay, good. Sunny sent it back to mine. It's like those two SCVs last game. BoxeR had those just two idle SCVs for I don't even know how long. It was over a minute straight. It's like, come on, bro, build your depots. They were both sitting right under his supply depot, so I assume that's what they were going to be for. And yeah, that was the second factor for BoxeR. Here comes Sunny's barracks. He's going to get info. Both players basically doing the same thing. I'm not sure how many machine shops. So Sunny just hasn't started his machine shop, and he's making vultures right now. So he may be trying to get a bit of damage done with like a vulture run by, or maybe he's going to get mines quickly. And I don't know, maybe go for like some kind of contain or something. Tanks popping out for BoxeR though. It's going to be pretty tough to contain someone who's just making siege tanks, since they are basically the unit that you use to do that, so having tanks lets you fight them pretty well. Yeah, Vulture's not great at fighting siege tanks. Although with spider mines, they definitely can win the fight. And sometimes it's like, oh, actually you just lose all your tanks, and they only lost mineral units. GG. Let's see what this goes, though. Second tank out for BoxeR. And did he make another Marine, or is that... I think that's the same one he's had the whole time. Academy. Okay, that's going to be for Comsat. Definitely not going to be getting Stim this game. Not by the looks of it. Two-fact tank this quickly makes me think that Stim just like has no chance of happening. And yeah, it was spider mines, so Sunny laying down some mines. It's not too close to BoxeR though. Those look more defensive than aggressive. But yeah, gonna be laying down quite a few mines. Yeah, they're like in the middle of the map, so I guess it's like a mix. I don't know what to call it. Armory here for BoxeR, and that's before the Academy's finished. Again, I think the Academy is just for his scan, and CC started for Sunny. Alright, I'm calling it. The mines are defensive. if you're building a command center, there's nothing aggressive in your heart. Vultures pop in there for a moment just to check. One of them pays with their life, but does confirm that BoxeR's units are still at home. And Sunny moving his units up. Oh, is BoxeR pulling SCVs right now? I think he might be about to do a big attack, so we're going to have to see what sort of defense Sunny has for this. Cup 3 siege tanks here, but the SCVs are tanking. BoxeR jumping on top of these tanks, sieging his own tanks. Good targeting from Sunny. Does shoot BoxeR's tanks. 1, 2. Ah, man, that's tough. I think he only killed one of BoxeR's tanks and lost all 3 of his own. Maybe he got 2, but either way, it's painful. And now these mines are going to get scouted. He must have scanned, I guess? Not sure. These tanks are on attack move anyway, I'm sure. If they're not, we're going to find out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And it does connect, killing 2 tanks as they walk into Sunny's siege tanks. I actually think BoxeR just lost this game. He seems pretty all in with this. He definitely needs to do a ton of damage here. He's lost 4 SCVs, all his tanks, and has no backup CC, so he definitely needs to get some damage done. I wish Sunny would have just pulled those SCVs either out of the line or come and fought with them. But yeah, this looks bad for BoxeR. He's going to have to build a CC now, and he is just really late on it. So Sunny at a pretty solid lead here. As long as he was going to be able to hold this attack reasonably, he was going to be ahead. And yeah, that's about as good a hold as you could have hoped for at that point after the kind of bad engagement for him early. BoxeR just move commands his tanks over 2 mines, and they kill 2 of his tanks. And then, at the same time, he walks into siege range and just starts getting shelled. Now, Sunny's not going to be able to attack back yet. It's not like he's got a huge army, but he's just got such a better economy right now. Better saturation, he's got extra gas going, and he can produce 2 SCVs at once as opposed to BoxeR's 1. BoxeR going into 1 Stargate at least. I wonder if he's going to try something cheeky, like a maybe like a 2-3 port Wraith switch, and just try to catch Sunny off guard. We'll see, though. Sunny, I believe, yeah, he is also building a starport here, so I don't think he'll get caught too much with his pants down. It could definitely just be for drops. I mean, neither player has started a second starport yet, so I don't think they're going to be building Wraiths. Maybe a couple. I mean, having a Wraith or two is nice in the tank battles. Okay, it's actually 2 ports for Sunny. So he, again, I mean, that could just be 2 port drop, though. There's no reason that has to be Wraith. I think that star port may have been blinking, though, and if it was, then this is going to be a Wraith play from him. Yeah, I'm not sure I love it. I'd kind of rather to see him just play a solid game. And that's looking like what BoxeR's going to try to do from here. He's producing Goliaths and has a control tower on that starport. Oh, nice mine there. Kills a Goliath basically for free. Another mine hit on a Goliath, killing it. And BoxeR's losing SCVs. Now, I think Sunny's got this one, man. This is so much damage. He was already economically behind. And what was the cost? I mean, almost nothing. BoxeR now has to scan and clear these mines out before he can come back to defend with his tanks. And all the SCVs at his natural are dead already. Jumping on top of the tanks. I don't think there's much extra damage that's going to be done here. But damn, Sunny is playing pretty well. Other than, I mean, it wasn't even a mistake with his tanks. I think maybe the mistake was just leaving them there a little too far forward. And then BoxeR was able to jump on them and get a good engage. But since then, Sunny has been doing really well. I keep thinking back to those 2 mines that killed 2 tanks of BoxeR's. Really at the most inopportune moment for BoxeR. Super painful to lose 2 tanks like that. Dropship getting loaded up. And yeah, it was some wraiths from Sunny. I think he maybe wanted to get... Well, he's only got 1 wraith though. So he's probably just building it to be that like scouting... You know, get me vision sort of wraith. 3 more vultures running in here. Actually going to get some more SCV kills. 1 SCV kill, Mind Drag onto the Goliath, but it didn't quite die. Vultures do end up finishing it off though. And now here they are just killing more SCVs, getting even more damage. I'd say this little run by was definitely worth it. 4 vultures? He killed at least enough SCVs to make it worth. So BoxeR looking rough, and it's not getting better right now. It's just getting worse. Sunny does need to make sure he doesn't overtrade vultures, but it's not that scary. You have to trade a lot of vultures for that to be bad. Is that Sunny's SCV? I think, yeah, that looks like Sunny's SCV building a base in the bottom left. I thought maybe BoxeR, just in the hope... Ooh, free tank there for BoxeR. Just in the hope that Sunny never scouts it, and then he can come back that way. Sunny's macro failing a little bit there. Had 3 SCVs just sitting on top of each other doing nothing. Clearly just produced by the command center, but I don't think he's too worried about it. Again, you know, an SCV just gets more and more value the longer you have it, so yeah, okay. It wasn't like the perfect SCV, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Oh no, the dropship's gonna get caught! No, but the Wraiths don't see it! He could have definitely killed at least one of these dropships before it unloaded. Wraiths stealth, and do actually end up killing 1 dropship here, but one of them dies in return. Still, that could have been way worse for BoxeR. So we'll have to call it a slim victory for him there. I don't know. I don't want to call it a victory. A disaster averted. That's what we're gonna call it. Now the Wraiths are flying back in here, seeing what they can do. Probably looking for a dropship. I imagine that's the main targets here for them. But can't find anything, and should be a scan. You got to get your Wraiths out of here. Will any of them die? I don't think so. Maybe one. Oh, I see what happened. The Goliaths auto-targeted onto the mines instead of the Wraiths. I kind of thought he was going to get one there, but it didn't look like too many shots went off. There's definitely some bruised Wraiths now, though. This base is done and is now producing SCVs. Already has gas income, and that's definitely the biggest thing you get from that 3rd base. So looking really good for Sunny. He can afford to make some really good units. Lots of tank production. Definitely going to be able to make more than BoxeR at the moment. And yeah, he's going to start getting that extra mineral income from that base soon too. So already starting to pay off for him. And already he was ahead. So, oh, this drop here may do some damage though. It's 1 dropship I saw. Yeah, I only see 1 dropship. I don't really think it's going to be enough to do do the sort of damage he needs to get back into this game. The Wraiths come back, take out the dropship. And the tank is shelling SCVs right now, but 2 tanks from Sunny come in and clean that drop up. So I think actually BoxeR probably lost out in that exchange. Some SCVs, which he can already produce a bunch of right now for actual fighting units, especially the tank, and it was 2 Goliaths as well. So 3 gas units and the dropship, which is probably the most, I think, the most expensive thing there. So pretty painful for BoxeR. Sunny pushing across this bridge. Oh no, is BoxeR gonna have to cancel this third? It doesn't look like it's in range right now, but if he can cancel this third, it's gonna be huge. Or just killing these 3 tanks for absolutely free. That would probably be even worse. And he's killed 2. Some Goliaths run up, and a scan does go down, so the Wraiths are pushed away, but the third is canceled, and BoxeR put back to 2 base. Really with no way to get a third at this point. He's already behind on army and economy. So he's going to have to do something pretty special to get out of this. Now that is a big stack of tanks. So potentially Sunny has messed up. He's going to be losing a few of them at least. And yeah, all the tanks are killed off. Very bad clumping from Sunny. If he loses this game, it's probably because of that mistake. I think he's going to be fine though. Just again, that economic advantage is so big. That's a second armory for BoxeR. I'm kind of surprised he thinks he can afford that. But I don't know. Especially since upgrades are really more of like a long game thing. I guess his plan is to try to get a third somehow and then just turtle this game out. And I can see how that's his best plan. BoxeR's army assaulting these 2 tanks. Decent trade there for BoxeR. He does have SCVs with his army too, so it's pretty committed attack. Wraiths running in. There was a scan, but I don't think it matters. There's like 1 Goliath here. The Wraiths are targeting it down as the SCV is repaired, but they cannot repair it in time. The Goliath goes down while the tanks were shredding the tank of BoxeR. So yeah, just double win there for Sunny, and still that base in the bottom left is very active. Totally unscouted by BoxeR as well. It's not like he knows that he could be dropping there. If he did send some vultures, maybe he like drop shipped like 4 vultures out and got them into that base, he could do a lot of damage, but you gotta know about it. We may be at the point where those 4 vultures need to be with his army too. But yeah, there's not much actually protecting it for Sunny. Like he had a vulture over there. No one cares, Bella. There's a dropship from BoxeR. Is he trying to get some units out, maybe to go scout for a potential base? Oh man, that mine there. If it sees the dropship, that's just so tragic for BoxeR. Oh, is this going to be an SCV? Is he trying to build a base over here? No, he's just going around. So I think he is actually going to scout this base. We'll see if the units in that dropship are going to be enough. I really doubt that the Wraiths are going to patrol over there, but man, that would be just tragic. Was the dropship scouted by that vulture? I'm not sure. Somebody started another base. I couldn't quite see who. I think it may have been Sunny in the bottom left natural. Get out. Oh my god, what a terrible timing for me to kick her out. But yeah, 4 vultures were dropped here, so this is what I was talking about. He can't get a ton of damage done right now. There's some unit production here to maybe clean that up, but he's definitely going to be worth, I would say. And really, oh man, Sunny's just not reacting at all is what it looks like. I wonder if he's just going to send the race back to deal with this. BoxeR dropping more units. Yeah, the Wraiths are about here. As long as he can clean this up, he's probably still fine. Imagine he's still got a pretty big lead and now going to get this tank as well with his Wraiths. Wraiths are here and really just not even close to enough Goliaths to actually fight them. So this will get cleaned up. All the units dead now, but a nice drop for BoxeR, I think. Got some damage and also just relieved the pressure on himself. The problem here for BoxeR, he's still just on 2 base. Sunny here's probably going to be starting at least, if he hasn't yet, his 4th. And, I mean, 2 bases down in a TVT? That's not good. That is not good. And yeah, as we saw, Sunny's main there, I imagine BoxeR's is also about mined out. Two mines gonna scout these dropships. Oh, are the Wraiths gonna react? Yes, they're going over to the west. This could just end the game straight up right now. If the Wraiths catch this, it's over. Now, he's actually got a turret here to potentially catch the dropships, but they will fly east of it, so not gonna die to that dropship. Where are the Wraiths? Oh, they're coming to intercept. It's hard to tell exactly where. Oh, they're so close. Will they find it? Yes, they're going to find it. I think this is over. One dropship goes down. Two dropships full of units die. I just don't see what BoxeR has left at this point. He absolutely has to secure this third right now. But even if he does, Sonny's got his fourth coming. He just killed 20 supply worth of units for free. Oof. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. No, and the command center gets scouted. Is it actually going to get picked off? It really might. No, the race will not have the DPS. I lied. They're going to kill it. Oh, no. So BoxeR's hit back to 2 base again. I think he's probably just going to have to lift off the CC in his main and float that over. But even if he does, what are you going to do about these raids? Like, this is still just a huge problem for him. Okay, and you know what? I think Sonny was watching that last TVT. He saw BoxeR finish it off with 7-port battlecruiser. He's got his science facility. He's got 3 starports with control towers, and there's the physics lab. So we do have battlecruisers on the way. And honestly, I think that's a great choice for finishing this game off. Battlecruisers are just so powerful, and they really don't give a shit about tanks at all, do they? Like, you can't hit them. BoxeR leading with some SCVs here as he pushes out. I think he senses that he needs to get something done right now, but he has to scan these Wraiths to fight them. Even if he does, though, there's not enough Goliaths to actually win the fight, so they get sacrificed to keep the tanks alive. Wraiths, oh, okay, no, those are his own units, so not going to be shooting, but look at all these units in the middle here. Sonny has a huge army, and really is not in danger of dying during his tech switch. Here we go with the fight. Vultures coming in and soaking a bunch of damage. Sonny just relying on his massive unit advantage to get his tanks set up and shelling these tanks of BoxeR. They are evaporated, and look at that tank count. Sonny was maybe a little sloppy with that push earlier. I think he lost like 6-7 tanks kind of inefficiently, but yeah, it didn't matter. He was just building so much more. Wraiths now focusing down a tank before the scan can go off. Oh, please scan, BoxeR. He does not scan, so these Wraiths are going to get a good amount of damage done. Maybe there was a scan, actually, because they did pull back. No, the mine hits a bunch of these Goliaths, so softening them up even more. It's kind of gratuitous at this point, just very unnecessary. BoxeR kind of doing a fantasy GG timing here. This game has been over for a little bit, but you know, there's no downside to playing it out, especially in a team league format where if you lose, it's over. You know, this is your last game. It's not like we have more games after this that we have to use our mental energy on. BoxeR knows that after this game, when he loses, it's all over. So might as well just do what you can. Valkyrie even made here, just for fun, I guess. But, I mean, Sonny is in his base, and his battlecruiser is starting to pop out back at home, so I just can't see BoxeR coming back. Maybe if he had some ninja expansion that had a bunch of SCVs at it, I guess. But, yeah, there's no income, no army. He's just got some SCVs and, like, a couple of Goliaths at this point. So, I imagine BoxeR's gonna pack it in pretty soon. Scan there lets him take down some more of those Wraiths. So that's something. Oh, tank killed there by 2 vultures. Pretty painful. Maybe could have repaired that if he had the money. I don't know. But the battlecruisers are here now. I was a little worried we weren't even going to get to see them in action, but the battlecruisers do show up just in time. I guess they probably were the thing that pushed BoxeR out of the game, but I feel like Sonny could have just like stopped attacking and macroed for a while and still been impossibly far ahead. BoxeR at that point just with no income, no chance. So it's not going to be any sort of sweep here. BoxeR will go 2-1. Took down a Zerg and a Terran, but couldn't take down the second Terran. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. It was a pretty cool game. I definitely enjoyed it myself, and I hope you tune in for the next one.